night, the Pickleball Showtime night. The first match which you are going to be watching is the first semi-finals of Men Open Singles 19 plus between Jay from Australia and Simone from Poland. New Zealand, sorry. So after this match, will be another semi-finals between Tan and Mitch. And then we have 4 more matches, all already promised at very good level. So I would really like everybody to make yourself comfortable. Maybe you can sit by the court, maybe you can sit on the stages there. But I think that we will have a
do I need to
pickleball night. And these are tremendous athletes, and I think they deserve our attention and support. Do you agree with me? Thank you.
Testing. Yeah, all good. Oh, we're live.
There you go, we're live. Welcome, Gordon.
Welcome, Tony. And our mix master, Dave, who's made all of this live streaming possible here at the Oceania Pickleball Open. Who would have thought only months ago we'd be sitting here courtside at Pimpama for this amazing event, Tony?
I know, there's been a lot of work done in the last few months since we were in Thailand together.
Yeah.
And the spark happened, and now we're here.
I know. It all started with a little talk courtside at the Asia Pickleball Open in March, and here we are, August, and we're here for the Oceania Pickleball Open. And what a field we've got. These finalists, these semi-finalists. So this first semi-final that's coming up, it's between a Kiwi and a Polish player.
Yes, that's right. And the second semi-final, Mitch from Sydney, New South Wales, and Tan, who has international flavour as well. He's from, where's Tan from? Is he from?
He's an Aussie.
He's an Aussie, but
he's
blood.
I think Vietnam,
yes,
perhaps.
Yeah, so we've got a real international themed night for you ahead. Players are just warming up now.
They're just warming up, and I guess as sort of a prelude to this match is on the weekend there was a tournament on the Gold Coast. Jai did very well in that tournament. He won the silver medal in against Mitch Hargraves in the final. So, you know, there's absolutely some pedigree in those legs. And on the other side of the court, I've never seen this gentleman play before. What about you, Tony?
I didn't actually get to see him play earlier today, but by all reports, he is really giving it a good whack. He is just come over just for this event only, so
Wow, just for the singles, not playing doubles.
I mean, like
Oh.
just for this tournament,
Yeah.
for this tournament. Yeah,
Yeah.
he means business.
Well, it's not. Yeah. What a great reason to come to Australia. Come to the Gold Coast, in fact, for the Oceania Pickleball Open. And we've got players from literally all around the Pacific participating in this event. It's the first international sports event to be held here at the Pimpama Sports Hub here on the northern end of the Gold Coast. And what do you think of the facility, Tony? It's absolutely stunning.
It is. It's we've had great weather as well. It's the perfect time of year. It's not too hot, and the courts are amazing. We've had to line these courts up, but I believe they're going to take pickleball up at this venue in the future. So, if you live in the area, you would be blessed by a great facility.
Completely, and I do. So, yeah, fingers crossed that we see some pickleball courts appear after this tournament, because it's funny because I was chatting to a guy who, as everyone was setting up last night, I was chatting to a guy who goes to the gym here, and he was looking down at the tennis courts, and he was telling me it's the first time he's seen the courts activated.
Yes.
Not only for tennis but also for pickleball, which is absolutely awesome. And to think that pickleball's gazumped tennis so early in this club's history, it's great.
And I ran into a lady too earlier today, and she was like a gym member just coming in for a weekly session. And she said, "Is that pickleball? I'm gonna have to take a photo for my friend," because she heard about it, and now she's so keen to get involved. When I told her that this place would be starting up pickleball, she said, "That's amazing. I can't wait to jump in the courts myself." So instant success by having it here.
And we all know once you start, you can't stop. It's a great sport. It's a fantastic sport, and I think the players are almost not too far away from starting here.
Yeah, they're coming in now.
Now, do we pronounce it's Jai and
Simon.
Simon. So it's a Polish spelling of Simon by the looks.
Yes.
Yeah, just to keep me on my toes. So it looks like they've both got forehand and backhand weapons. So this could be a little bit of a baseline duel. What do you think, Tony?
Yes, but having watched Jai the other night, he will come to the net. So expect that. I haven't seen the Polish player at all, so I think we can expect a surprise or two.
Yeah, as I was arriving,
he does look like a very athletic, nimble player. So
very. And it's funny, as I was walking in late, straight from work, I saw him warming up on the back courts there. So he's obviously got his radar in, and they're just getting their briefing from the referee now.
So just for our viewers at home, this is the first men's semi-final in the Open division. They're only playing one set to 15, so they will swap ends at 8. But yeah, very cutthroat.
Yeah.
Not much chance to warm up and get into it. Like, there's no 3-setter. It's all or nothing.
And they will get 2 timeouts for the match. So, and it'll be important to get off to a good early start, particularly in these shortened 15-point games.
Yeah. So these pool matches were played earlier in the day, so these players have had a chance to actually leave the ground and go home and refresh and actually have come back for the night session. So they haven't played for a while.
Oh.
Okay, we're about to start.
So it looks like Simon to serve. Here we go. Men's semi-final.
Jai to the net. Coming in straight away, following his forehand.
Yeah. Looked a bit tentative, maybe a few nerves in the opening in here from Simon. You'll want to settle those if he does have them. Oh,
Ooh, solid forehand.
that
Backhand volley, I should say.
and there goes those nerves.
No, change the serve.
So 0-0.
That serve just clipping the net.
Ooh. Backhand just into the net.
Another
Yes.
change of serve. No score yet in the game. Each player feeling each other out. I don't think these guys would have played each other yet, so
Ooh, just pushed it wide there, Jai. After seeing him on the weekend, that is one of his favourite shots at that angle across court.
trying to get the ball dip in, yeah.
Ooh, and that's a whipping backhand, and called in, was it?
Simon thinks it's in. He's moving to the odd.
Just refs are unsure whether the ball was in or out.
They're not going to overrule. They're hoping that Jai makes the call.
Ooh. It looked like a beautiful backhand from here, but
I wonder if we'll get a replay on that. No replays.
Imagination.
So we're just waiting for the ref's decision here. And Jai sort of signalling that it.
There's no official line judges, so okay. So he's caught it out and changes serve. That one's gone.
That
wide.
one was clearly out.
So we have our first point.
So there's the first point of the match, and a nice settler there for Jai, especially after that contentious first call. Representing New Zealand here, it's great to have the Kiwis come across the ditch for this Oceania Pickleball Open.
I'll have to try and remain neutral, Gordo, because I am a Kiwi myself. But he's picked up another point there with an unforced error. So 2-0.
And they're just pushing that one wide. But like you say, Tony, Jai taking that as soon as he could, came to the net, trying to close off the rally early.
Using his height.
It's three unforced errors into the net early for Simon. That could be a bit of a worry for him.
Oh, getting luck of a roll on the date.
He sure does. No sorry, not sorry there. And there's that whipping backhand again. This time scoring the point.
So Simon's on the board.
It's very reminiscent of another backhand we know, Tony. Very much Brendan Lee-esque.
Yes. Brendan Lee not here today. Must be busy doing PAA role duties.
Oh, great point there. Simon coming to the net. Oh, it's coming to the commentary box.
So scores are level, 2-2.
Oh, lovely.
Punching it back down the line.
And the temperature here, Tony, the heat of the day is gone. It's almost a little bit cool now.
Slight breeze, but only very slight at the moment.
A beautiful dusk, and the lights are coming on. It's a beautiful atmosphere. Ooh, just pushing that serve long there.
You won't be happy with that.
Oh,
He's carried that bad vibe into the next point. So Simon takes the lead, 3-2.
Starting to find his depth on those drives. Nice scramble, but pushing it long. Just jumping out to a 4-2 lead here. Is it? 4-2,
Yes,
yeah.
4-2.
There's that backhand again. Dinking. Oh, what a great
Spin on that one.
spin on that dink. Just threw off the rhythm there from Jai and just created that point perfectly there, Simon.
5-2.
And he's
Called a timeout.
called a timeout.
Each player allowed 2 timeouts. So from a 2-0 lead, he's now trailing 5-2.
Yeah.
So the Polish player gaining some momentum.
And a good timeout from Jai just to break that momentum. He did get out of the box quite well, but just now struggling and just a little bit as Simon starts to find his range on some of his drives. So that'll be in the back of his mind for sure as he comes back onto court.
Okay.
Referee just signalling time back on. There's a good crowd assembled on the steps here as well in the stadium seating. Oh, great point.
Jai being patient there.
All the shots on display in that rally.
And just got, so Jai will now serve 2-5. He was very patient in the last point.
And prepared to out-dink Simon. That nice soft shot in. Oh,
That just went wide.
it's very hard to tell from here.
It looked wide.
Simon called it wide, just looking for verification. And the decision upheld, I think. So 5-2, side out. It's got an interesting little stutter on the serve, Tony.
Yeah, a couple of short
Oh, what a
steps.
lovely cross court. The angle and dip on that shot off the paddle from Simon there. That was just too good, Tony.
It was. He caught Jai unprepared on that one.
There's that backhand again.
Ooh.
Lovely reset there from Jai. Just took the pace off that drive perfectly, landed it in the kitchen and paid dividends.
He's looking down at the line.
Pretty sure that ball was in from here. The closest line to our commentary box. We're in a good posse to see that one. Maybe just wishing that one out.
So he's a little bit unsettled, I think, compared to his composure from a previous tournament that I saw. He's just a little bit rattled and coming up against a different opponent. And drag that into the net.
Little opening here for Jai. Got a great build for pickleball, Jai. It's very athletic. I mean, both players are athletic. Jai just slightly taller. Just that extra little bit of reach. Can he get it working for him here?
It's going to go wide, that one.
Set it up nicely. I think he'll be encouraged by that point. The way he set it up, but unfortunately just didn't execute the final shot probably to his liking. great anticipation there from Simon, unfortunately pushing it into the net. So side out again, it's 2-5.
6, we're just correcting the score.
Sorry,
yeah.
2-6. Some great exchanges. Points are hard to come by.
That's his go-to shot, that cross-court
Yeah, he does like
double-handed backhand. But
he does like to play it. And I think Jai's starting to anticipate it, and I think that's why perhaps a few are just being pushed into the net now. Oh, that was another close line call. Oh, beautiful. Oh, great play by both players there. Some beautiful mid-court dinks into the kitchen there from Jai. But then a great angle from Simon. Just beautiful play.
It's gone wide.
Well left. Good eye. Good eye from Jai. 2-6. Both players playing, eager to get to that net, control that rally. Oh, and we can just see the full moon popping up through the trees there, Tony. I wonder if that's going to bring any luck for one of these players. Oh,
Nice coverage. Only
Oh.
anticipated well, but
great play by both players there. Great court coverage. So composed on the stretch. Oh, lovely play. I think that's my favourite rally of the match so far.
yes. Simon tried to speed it up down the line, but Jai was equal to the task and punched it back down the line.
Read it so well.
So 3-6.
And I think he'll gain a little bit of confidence from that, I think. Just mixing the play up. Oh, lovely exchange. Oh, brilliant play. He does seem to be on a bit of a roll now. Jai.
2 net exchange wins for Jai. That would be a big confidence boost. It's now 4-6. Nice volley.
Oh,
Bit tentative on that.
getting that net caught again. A wry smile from Jai there. Sorry. The ball coming right underneath our desk, but we unable to grab it for him. Oh, nice. Well read there from Jai. He's hanging tough. Side out again. 4-6. The pressure sort of back on Simon a little now.
Yes, even though he's got the lead, he's...
Oh, what a sensational ATP effort there.
Simon was away to it, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't defend it.
And again, so well read from Jai to pick that up and then get it back in play.
So that causes a timeout. That we'll update the scores. That's 5-6.
So it's definitely a game of momentum so far, Tony. So we had Jai getting off to the 2-point start, then 5 straight points for Simon, and now Jai working his way back into the match, and he's down 5-6. So, and And they're going to 15, so even though it's only one game to 15, this is a very tight match.
It's amazing what a long rally and the confidence of winning that rally does for a player. It can totally shift the momentum.
Definitely, and Jai sort of dictating terms in terms of the pace of the play and the variety of shots. I think Simon would be keen to start taking a bit of initiative here. Take that initiative away from Jai. And there it is.
Popped it up that time. So Simon winning the serve back, giving him a chance to break this momentum.
Just pushing it long.
7-5.
You hate giving away those points. Just not getting down enough on that one, Simon. Just pushing it long.
The runoff here in the courts, there's quite a bit of space between the baseline and the back fence, so players do have to retrieve that ball a fair distance.
Which they probably don't mind because it gives them a little bit of a breather. Ooh. Just not getting hold of that one at all there, Simon.
Yeah, you'd like that one again. So point to Jai, making it 6-7 now. We will change ends at 8. We'll see who can get the momentum going into that first break.
Oh.
Just couldn't get it dipping enough and presented an opportunity for an easy volley for Simon, who's now serving. Oh, that went long. So we tried 2 backhands down the line this time, sort of the trademark cross court. The second one being pushed too long.
And variety seems to be the main theme of the match so far. Both players showing great variety in their shots so far. So 6-7 on our way to 15. This is the first semi-final, first men's semi-final. It'll be followed up by another cracker of a semi-final between Mitch Hargraves
and Tharn, who met at the Australian Open last year, didn't they? They met in the final, didn't they?
Oh.
Or was it the semi?
Oh, you've got a better memory than I, Tony. But Tarn's one of those players who he's like a fine wine. He just gets better and better with every tournament that he plays. And Mitch is a bit the same, you know, like every time you see him play, you think, wow, he's at his best. But then the next tournament you see him, he's at a new high level. So whoever wins that semi-final and makes it through to play the winner of this is going to be an absolute cracker. So
Alright, so we had our first change of ends. Plays about to resume.
Simon with his nose in front, 8-6. And again, just that backhand going into the net. And I'm wondering whether that's because Jai is anticipating it and just planting that seed of doubt in the back of Simon's mind. Both players, beautiful touch at the net. Oh.
That was our first attempted lobs in the match.
Going back behind, such great control there from Jai. Didn't have to slam it, just placed it beautifully back behind.
Oh, unlucky to get that roll, taking the ball out.
Yeah, trampolining off the net and just going wide. So we're must be at an 8-8.
Yeah, a couple points. Couple quick points to Jai, who just pushes that one wide.
So we're at 8-8 here in the men's first semi-final. It's turning into a real cliffhanger. Oh,
Good court
great
coverage.
oh, great coverage from Simon. Oh, oh, oh.
Lovely defending of the ATP, and then
Great
opened
play.
up the court.
Great play from both players. Not afraid to play their shots. Laying it
So
all on
Simon
the
with
line.
point there. Takes 9-8. Yes.
Jai getting a side out here, so he's got some work to do. He's down 8-9. We're on our way to 15. Oh, just getting the net roll. Oh, quick hands by Simon there.
And he's pumped for that point. That was a...
And why wouldn't you be? That was a great point. Lovely into the kitchen from Simon.
Oh, drifting wide.
Just wondering whether he needed to follow that beautiful placement into the kitchen in just to put the pressure on Jai there.
Yeah, he was doing well. He was
Side
making
out.
Jai play that one extra shot, but then he tried to go down the line.
Forehand into the net, and we're all of a sudden at 9-9. The Kiwi clinging on. Can he get his nose in front? Oh, and it hit the bar, so I think that'll be a let.
That'll be a replay.
Yeah.
So for players at viewers at home, if it does hit the pole on that net roll, it's a replay.
Oh, lovely push down the line. Well read from Simon. And it looks like hard work out there. He looks like he's sweating up a storm from here.
Oh,
Just
return.
pushing that one long.
So Simon goes to 10-9.
He's done that a couple of times, Jai. I hope it doesn't come back to haunt him. Great attack from Simon there. Really taking advantage of the volley opportunity, putting the pressure right back on Jai.
Another point to Simon.
And racing now to an 11-9 lead. Oh, beautiful back behind. Oh!
Slicing that one into the net. He'd surely like that one again.
He was on a nice little roll there, Simon. Oh, I think that just skipped off the line. Just threw out Jai's timing. Came onto him a little bit faster, and then it just lost control.
I have heard from the players that when the ball hits the line, the ball is skidding.
So when the ball hits the line, it's not sublime. Unless you're the one hitting the line, of course.
So timeout called.
I think that's a good timeout from Jai. Simon just getting on a bit of a roll there.
Yeah. Was that a point? That takes him to 12, I think.
12-9. And it's a nice lead in a match to 15. But like pickleball's a funny game, anything can happen. So what would you, if you were Jai's coach, what would you be saying now to Jai, Tony?
I think he needs to mix up his serving. He's just serving the same way each time, and Simon's actually able to easily strike the ball and move forward and put pressure on Jai's third shot. So he's serving in a way that kicks the ball up and presenting Simon with an easy return of serve.
Yeah. And the points, I think the points that Jai was winning, he was winning those points when he was taking the initiative, and I think he's got to get back into that frame of mind, start taking the initiative again, mix it up a little. And he seemed a bit hesitant on a few volleys. He's just got to go in and really own it.
But this Polish player is pretty cool.
He's no slouch. Commentator's curse, Tony.
Yes, that was
That
a
always
slouch
happens.
shot into the net.
Always happens to me.
All right, 9-12.
That's it. That was a much better effort there from Jai.
10-12.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think he changed his mind then,
yeah.
and then that shot sort of turned into a gimme.
Yes, it wasn't a lob and it wasn't.
We've all played those shots, unfortunately.
Oh.
What's that? It was just wide, was it? Yep. So 10-12. Oh, and it's
Oh.
good. And I think he played that off the line, so he did so well to adjust that shot, Jai, and then to hit the winner off it is really quite spectacular. So 11-12.
I've seen him play those shots the other night. He has got a good touch.
Just when you think it's all over, Jai wrestles his way back into the match. And it's, I hate saying it, but it's another backhander into the net. When they watch this match back, I think Simon will be counting his backhand errors. Hopefully it won't cost him. That was a beautiful drop from Jai. Great play by both players. Again, not afraid to play their shots. The spin that Jai got on that first dink was unbelievable. But Simon, just with his nose in front, 12-11. On our way to 15. Oh, beautiful angle from Jai. Side out again. Another opportunity. Need some points on the board here. Oh, great play. Great net coverage from Simon there. He's really taking the ball out in front, really owning that rally. Oh,
Punched that one,
and
didn't he?
there it is. There's that backhand. So when it's on, it's on.
This time punching it to the forehand of Jai instead of cross court.
So we've got a
Earning
point.
a point for 13-11.
Oh,
That brings up the set point. Game point.
just like that. Has Jai used his timeouts? I think he has. Oh, and that's it.
and
That's
the
the
match.
match. What a
Three quick points to finish the
to
match.
finish the match. Some really great play from Simon to finish the match there. Just really controlled those last couple of rallies and just drove home his advantage. here. Yeah. And we're good. We're good, and we've got our semi-final winner here. Now, is it Simon? Simon.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What an amazing match. How did that feel?
Yeah, thank you. It was like one of the most intense matches I ever played, and yes, super big crowd, and I'm very happy to win that.
Wow. We were commenting on your ground strokes and your touch at the net, which was just incredible. Can you tell us more about your pickleball history and where you learnt those skills?
Yeah, so I started to play pickleball in Poland. Yeah, I played tennis before, so that's my background sport. So for me, it's easier. Yeah, but yeah, usually I train with my brother, twin brother, and he was also a tennis player. So we practice together.
So you have a twin brother.
Yeah, brother.
And does he play pickleball?
Yeah, but he's not so much into it like me. Yeah, he prefers tennis for now, but yeah.
And I have to ask, what makes you travel all this way to Australia?
Yeah, I always wanted to visit Australia. I heard that this is, beautiful country, that people are very nice here, and yeah, I really like it so far.
Well, Simon, we like you, and we wish you the best in the semi-final.
Thank you.
Oh, so in the final.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Thank you.
Welcome back to day one of the Oceania Open here on the Gold Coast. If you've just joined us, you're about to see the second semi-final of the men's singles open division and a chance to watch Australia's number one, Mitch Hargraves. And he's taking on Tharn. And where's Tharn play out of, Gordon?
Tarn's a Brizzy player as well. I mean, Mitch is out of Sydney, but there's quite a few players out of Brizzy, and Tarn's one of them. And like I was saying before, he's like a fine wine. He just keeps getting better and better with each tournament. And today is a reflection of that. Like, he's in another semi-final against another top-ranked player, and it really is a reflection of how his game is just evolving into an incredible all-round game.
So let's talk paddles. I know Tharn's picked up some gearbox sponsorship, so he's obviously improving with a great paddle.
Yeah, and he plays a lot of doubles with his partner Leona, and together, again, they've been improving and, you know, slowly coming up the rankings as well. So, you know, they're now one of Australia's top mixed doubles duos, and on any given day they could win any tournament in Australia. So they really are a really deadly combination, and when you get them on the singles court, they're just as dangerous. Because as you can see, Tans, he's a fit young man. He's got an albatross reach, and he's got weapons all over the court. But then you've got the sublime Mitch Hargraves, who's just an incredible athlete and so composed, and just has every shot in the book. And just when you least expect it, he's hitting a winner past you. So he's just a supreme pickleball player.
And that's why he's number one.
Absolutely, absolutely. On the weekend, we just saw Jai play. So he played Jai in the final of a tournament on the weekend, and I think he made short work of it. So he won the first game 11-0 and went on to win the second 11-5. So he won that match quite convincingly. So he's coming into the Oceania Pickleball Open with some very strong form, and I imagine he'll be wanting to capitalise on that in this semi-final against Tarn.
So once again, for viewers at home, this is a one game only semi-final, playing to 15. Cutthroat.
I know, it's sort of a shame in a way. You'd love to see these players go the best of three, but it's not to be.
Now we do want to get all the matches in tonight. That's the downside of scheduling. Sometimes you do not have the time for those longer matches, but we are in for a treat.
But in saying that, you know, like in some of these matches, 2:15, it can be a bit psychological if you get a bit behind the eight ball, but at the same time, you can sort of treat it like two halves. You know, as soon as you swap ends, you can say to yourself, okay, it's time to reset. I can get myself back into this. So it does have its pros and cons.
And if you're the underdog, for example, you only have to get up once.
Exactly, Tony. Anything can happen.
You have a fighting chance when there's only one game.
It looks like Tarn's elected to serve. Here we go. And is that a nervous serve, do you think? Little nervous smile.
And these guys have played before, so
0-0.
they should be fairly comfortable with each other's game, but a lovely touch.
And there's that reach we were talking about before. Tarn just has an incredible reach. And I actually think back to a tournament earlier this year, and there was just this incredible exchange, and Mitch actually hit an ATP that Tarn got back, and then there was this fast exchange, and then Mitch won the rally. It was just incredible. So expect some fireworks in this match.
So Mitch with the first point of the match, serving 1-0.
Oh, beautiful forehand flick. It's almost like a flick drive, isn't it?
Yeah. He actually delayed it, so disguising the down the line winner.
And he just does it to perfection. And I love how Mitch is sponsored by Kitsch. Oh, and there's that lightning court coverage, but unfortunately just going into the net there, Mitch.
force there or there. Brings up 1 all.
Oh,
That did drop in.
a beautiful exchange at the net.
So Tan, another point to Tan for early lead.
And it makes me wonder whether both players, I think both players will take confidence in the match they played earlier this year. Even though Tan went down in that match, I think he'll take a lot of confidence knowing that he does have the game that can trouble Mitch. He just needs to bring it tonight.
Oh, that was blasted past.
Yeah, just giving Mitch too much time there, too much room.
And Tan has a great ability at the net to cover a lot. So that was an awesome shot to get it dipping past him.
Oh, that reach, to not only reach it, but then to control it the way Tan does is just incredible. Oh, superb rally there.
Who's got the quickest hands?
Gosh. Well, judging by that nice put away from Mitch, you'd have to give round 1 to Mitch. Oh, cool. Just skipping out to a nice lead here, Mitch Hargraves. In semi-final number 2 here in the Men's Open at the Oceania Pickleball Open here on the beautiful Gold Coast at the Pimpama Sports Hub. It's the first international sporting event that's been held at this venue, and I'm not sure if you can see, it's well attended. It's been a great vibe all day.
So Mitch picks up another point there. 6-2.
Great pickup by Mitch there. I wonder if Tan will be thinking about a timeout here. Racing out to a 7-2 lead. Now remember, we're only playing to 15, so Tan just keeping his timeouts on ice. Can he get a point here? He's hit the line twice in 2 shots. Ooh. And Mitch has done well to adjust his shot on both of those shots that have hit the line. Worked his way back into that point beautifully there, Tan.
Oh, that just went wide.
Nice flight. Oh, that was a beautifully flighted return from Tan, but just driven so well by Mitch.
Goes
And-
into the break with an 8-2 lead.
Yeah, so players will swap ends here.
Mitch has really turned up the pace.
He sure has. He's definitely come to play. I mean, Mitch always comes to play, there's no doubt about it. And I think he's just purely overpowering Tan at the moment. He's just got playing all the shots and just creating, setting up his points perfectly at the moment, Mitch. Back in here.
Into a dink rally.
Oh, and just pushing it wide. And I think that's where Tan would like to get the game. I think Tan would feel more confident if a few more rallies are like that. Because he does have the quick hands.
Error by Mitch. Brings a point to Tan, so he's pegged one back since the break.
Oh, lovely speed up by Mitch. So hard to just pick that up. It looked like he was about to play a lovely dink across court and then bang, it's on your body.
The power. Mitch showing that he can really drive the ball at the player.
He's got a beautiful drive and it's just so fast, strong and flat. And I think that was good, wasn't it? That was right in the back corner. Yep. And Mitch racing out to a 10-3 lead here. Oh, nice back behind there from Tan. Mitch in full control at the moment, just playing so well. And that forehand looked a little innocuous, but he plays it so late and keeps that doubt in the opponent's mind that it makes it hard to react in time. Nice pick up from Tan off the net. Chance for another point here. Side out, 10-3. Oh, what a point.
Ripping it across court. Bringing up another point for Mitch. And a timeout called by Tan. And a much needed timeout because the game was getting away again.
Yeah, just I don't know what you do though. How do you break the momentum that Mitch has created here? He's just on another level at the moment. He's in full control and he's in full flight. He's just playing so well. And of course, Mitch had that stint in the US last year. Played a few events on the tour over in the States. Had an amazing experience, and I think one of the matches he played was against Sackstrud.
Yes,
so
it was.
You know how much experience do you get from that? It really shows on a night like tonight. And then Mitch was coaching in the Cayman Islands shortly after. So he's done it all in the last 6 months.
But now he's really focused on Australia before these pro pickleball leagues starting up, and just like this tournament, we have some prize money, so players can concentrate on their own game in their own backyard.
That's right. And it's the first time, like this is the first time Australia is host to a truly international pickleball event. And as we saw in the semi-final before, we've got players from Poland, New Zealand, and Australia. Tan would love that point back, I'm sure. Love to re-hit that shot, I'm sure.
He anticipated very well that time, but Mitch does get another point and 3 points closer to a final spot. Make that 2.
2 points away. It's 13-3 here.
He tried to do too much with that one. The pressure of Tan coming into the net. I've just changed Mitch's thoughts.
And the frame of Tan can do that. Oh.
Nice thinking rally now.
Oh. Great skills. Both players just
Having a nice little exchange at the net there.
giving the spectators. Oh.
Wow, that brings up
Match point.
match point.
This to go into the gold medal match.
There it
Oh,
is.
and there it is.
Mitch with the win.
A convincing win.
Want me to do this one?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on, buddy.
Thank you.
Hold on. I'm not on yet. Just come in here for us. Okay, now I'm here with the winner of the second semi-final, Mitch Hargraves, and I'm going to get your thoughts on the game, but I want you to talk about your opponent first. You've played him many times.
Yeah, so I seem to keep playing Tan. I played him in the semi-finals of the Pacific Pickleball League about 2 months ago. He's a great player. No wonder I keep running into him, especially in the semis. But I swear he just kept winning those cat and mouse points up at the kitchen, so I just had to try and rip my ground strokes a bit harder, try and keep him back, make it a bit tougher for him to draw me forward.
That's right, I was going to mention those points. He did get you a couple of times in that net exchanges, but you must take full confidence in your ground strokes.
Of course, I told him after the game that he's got to teach me that, movement, those little, I don't know, tricky shots. But I guess it's just a positive. I have more to work on and a lot more to improve on.
Okay, so you've had back-to-back tournaments. How's your body? You're feeling good?
I'm feeling great. Yeah, I'm staying at my friend John's house. He's got me on the recovery program. We're going to massages, hot and cold therapy. So the body's feeling pretty good. I'm pumped for the finals.
Okay, and now let's talk about the finals because we have a Polish opponent. Okay, Simon. Have you met him before?
I actually haven't met him. I just saw him play the other semis and he looks like a great player. He motivated me to win my semi so I could get to play him because I just played Jay about 2 days ago.
Okay, so any tactics coming into this, or you're not going to disclose it now?
I just have to play my game. I know if I'm hitting my shots well, moving well, I can pretty much take anyone, so I just need to make sure my body's right, make sure my mind's in the right spot, and yeah, just have fun.
Okay, so you do have probably an hour or two before the final, so we do wish you well and rest up, like you said, and see you on the court again.
All right, thanks a lot.
Cheers, mate. Okay, welcome back. We have a change of pace. It is a final of the men's singles 19 plus advanced category. So hitting close to the camera is Martin In, and he's taking on Andrew Hodge. So both players still warming up. This will be a one game final to 21 points. Swapping ends at 11. And once again, we have an international flavour to this final, Gordon.
I know, it's so exciting, Tony. I'm just literally beside myself. It's just a buzz. I'm just so excited that the Oceania Pickleball opens here on the Gold Coast, and we've got players from around the Asia Pacific region, and not just players, the best players, and they're all going to be on show not only tonight but every night this week, or every day this week until Saturday.
Yes, this is only day one.
Yeah, culminating in a huge teams event on Saturday. So, you know, if you're watching this and you're in or around the Gold Coast and you want to know what pickleball's all about, tell a friend and come along, because not only will you see the best pickleball players from around the world, you'll also discover this amazing facility here at Pimpama. It's incredible. It's like a mini AIS, isn't it? It's just incredible. There's a gym inside. There's
Aqua.
swimming pools, tennis courts, the hopefully will be soon pickleball courts.
I do believe the management are keeping a few nets
Oh, that'd be
and looking to start up the sport as soon as possible. There was people from council walking around today, Gordon, and taking photos, and very impressed with the sport and the vibe that the pickleball community has.
yeah. And you've got to tilt your hat to Jan Pappy, the organiser, and the real brains trust behind Pickleball Global, who's brought this to Australia. You know, he's laid it all on the line and made it all happen to bring this event here. And I just hope it pays dividends for him into the future, because it's got the potential to be such an incredible event. It's got the potential, I think, to be the Australian Open tennis. You know, this has the potential to be the Melbourne Park of tennis for Australia.
Like a Grand Slam.
Yeah, absolutely.
The pickleball
Absolutely.
equivalent to a Grand Slam.
Yeah, why not? Because we've got, you know, the wonderful Asia Open, which we went to in Thailand. There's the Rota tournament that's in Spain. There's the Bali tournament that's coming up in September, and now there's the China event that's coming up in November. So in terms of global reach, it's a pretty incredible platform Jan is creating, and
I think the players are appreciating it too, because as we saw in the previous match, and Mitch commenting on never seeing his next opponent. Sometimes you get stuck in tournaments in Australia where you're just playing the same people every week, and this is a real opportunity to diversify and just get exposed to new players, new experiences, and new friendships.
Exactly, and you hit the nail on the head there in terms of new friendships. Like, yeah, the people you meet at these events, and the friendships that you create, and then you visit that country and you play pickleball. It's, you know, you become part of a pickleball family, and it's just so awesome. But just picking up on a point you mentioned before, Andrew, who's a local Gold Coaster, who's in this final, he will have never seen Martin New play before, and again.
Actually, I might correct you there. They have.
Oh no!
they have run into each other during the day.
They had a pool match.
They had a pool match.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but before that, they wouldn't have met each other.
That's right. Before today.
So, and you know, they're both young men. This is the advanced 19 plus final.
And we're away.
We're away. We're on our way to 21.
So Andrew getting the first point.
It's always nice to get that first point. And Andrew's...
Ooh, hope he didn't twist his ankle there.
Andrew's quite a find from the Gold Coast. He's only been playing, would you believe, a couple of months. Obviously with a tennis background, but already he's developed an array of pickleball shots that worry a lot of opponents, and you know, it's a testament to the hard work that he's put in, that he's now in the final of the advanced 19 plus here at the Oceania Pickleball Open. So well done to Andrew, and well done to Martin as well.
Ooh,
Just pushing that long. So, and it's so great to have players from Hong Kong here. Just a few unforced errors at the start of this match.
Yes, both players were feeling a little bit nervous. That was a rush shot for Andrew. I think they're not used to playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, well, there'd be a few a few different elements that they wouldn't be used to, and the crowd is definitely one.
Pick up on that volley. Oh, the ball just getting past Martin on that occasion.
Did it skid on that line again, maybe? And just having this show court setup is, you know, some players love it, some, and it affects players in a different way. So there's all those little things that you need to adjust to. Nice start here by Andrew.
Nice touch. Just taking the pace off the ball.
Yeah, skipping out to a 3-love lead. And I was just about to say, Andrew has a great slice, but he also has a really powerful forehand, and we just saw it there.
Top spin, getting it to dip.
Yeah. It's the dip that kills you.
Nice control. So it's now 5.
Just racing away a little bit here.
Martin's serve. He needs to establish himself on the scoreboard now.
Yep, just get some composure.
He's on the board.
He's on the board. That'll settle the nerves.
It was a shaky serve. He only just got the serve in last time. This one going too deep. Just too much
deep.
adjustment.
And there's a gold medal at stake in this match. The advanced 19 plus final here.
Nice slice, volley.
One 5. Oh, lovely slice volley there from Andrew, just taking the pace off that and creating the angle beautifully. Referee just
Getting some adjustment to the net.
yeah.
Centre post just popping out of its alignment. So we're using Triple Ace nets for this tournament. They're a tournament sponsor for a lot of the Oceania tournaments.
Yeah. I think they're the same nets we had in Thailand.
Same brand, same manufacturer, but different nets, because we had nets with white taping. This is an all black net that I haven't seen before.
Oh, lovely slice volley there. It gets so much slice that it just almost sticks to the ground. And it's just hard to get back. Oh, just pushing that wide.
So I'm actually sharing a house with Andrew at the moment.
Oh,
So I've got a little bit of vested interest in this.
well, you should have a few inside stories here, Tony.
I'm staying with a couple of the Western Australian players, and Andrew's also in the house.
Lovely shot by Martin cross court there.
So Martin now has 2 points. Make that 3.
Nice little roll here.
So both these players were here last night practicing to a late-ish hour. I know Andrew didn't get back home till maybe 10 or 11, and Martin was also here. I saw on social media.
I think everyone was eager to. Oh, beautiful rally, great reach. Oh, sensational recovery there from Andrew.
And that got the crowd side excited at that point.
Yeah, but just going back to your point, last night, Tony, I think a lot of the players were just keen to get on the courts and see what they were like.
I'm surprised Martin hasn't called a timeout. He won't want to go into the...
Oh, that was a lovely slice return there from Martin. Seven. Ooh, just pushing it into the net.
Serves letting him down
Oh no,
in this final. He's three errors that I can recall. And you need your serves to go in.
You sure do, especially in a final. I do like his slice return. I do like Martin's slice return. It's giving him just the... It's got the perfect timing for him to get to the net.
Picks up a point, so he's closed the gap. It's now 4-7.
So I don't think either player's really hit their stride yet. Side out, 7-4. Andrew, just want to get a few more points here, just to put that little bit of extra pressure on. He's got the unforced error from Martin there, so he's got a point. Out to 8-4. That was a beautiful deep return.
Oh, that one's just going long, but a good rally.
Really well set up point there from Martin. Really nice construction on that point. Getting the side out, 4-11. On our way to 21. Needed to calm the farm a little bit on that forehand. Nice touch. Ooh, it was a great little touch from Andrew, but just couldn't finish it off. And another side out.
Andrew working the corners that time.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Tony. He really did push them back nicely.
Finding the lines nicely.
All that cone training coming in handy.
Oh,
and a lovely push across court. Move to 9-4, is it?
Yes. We'll update that score in a minute. Cross court.
Lovely cross court.
Get the head down. Nice and balanced. Able to get through the line of the ball. Bringing up a 10-4 lead.
Ooh.
Make that 11.
And they'll swap ends now. On our way to 21, so it's a very handy lead for Andrew here. He'll be very happy with that start.
Yes, he got away to a good lead, and then Martin came back at him. And sometimes with this longer format, you've got to win the set twice, or you've got to win the change of end twice, because that mindset can
Yeah.
be completely off when you've got these longer sets.
Absolutely. Martin's just got to put that start behind him now. And like you say, pretend this is a second game that he's about to start and just start fresh. Just press reset. And I think the first thing he'd probably want to do is just reduce those unforced errors. Make sure those serves go in. You know, just sometimes the basic things can make a big difference.
Okay, Andrew waiting for the referee to call the scores.
Andrew's ready to fire.
He wants to keep the momentum up.
Yeah, he sure does. Could hardly blame him.
Nice lob, but well defended.
Oh. That's a great rally.
Good point played by all players.
Both players really making each other work there.
I didn't mind the lob being thrown in, but I think Martin might have some badminton skills and was able to easily. Oh,
I think Andrew just got a nice little skid on the line there. 12-4.
another slice in return.
Sorry, 11-4. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Good movement there by Martin. Here's his chance.
There.
Nicely done.
He seems to be hitting his drives a lot better now, and his serve. Just in that short time that we've changed ends, Martin just hitting the ball seems to be a lot cleaner. And it seems to be paying dividends.
So he's got a point there. So 5-11. Oh, he tried too much on that one. He wasn't entirely balanced, I don't think, to play that shot, but he didn't lose a point, just the serve. Oh, he
Just
pushes
pushing
that
it
one.
wide.
So commentator's curse,
Yeah.
Gordo. He said he was hitting cleanly, and now two errors in a row.
It's always the way.
Andrew calling that long.
Two quick points there for Andrew. I think that'll settle his nerves since they've changed ends. Oh, lovely shape, nicely to hit that ball.
Ripping it and dipping it.
Yeah. And if anyone can rip and dip, it's Andrew.
That brings him up to 14.
And a nice lead now for Andrew. A very commanding position to be in now. Up 14-4. Martin, the pressure's on here. He's really got to pull something together. And there's no doubt he's got the game to do it. And there's one extra point.
Oh, that's that service error again. Pushing that one too long.
Oh, lovely dipping backhand from Horridge there. It's such a deadly shot.
So a point there.
And there it is again. That's two in a row. Just that beautiful dipping backhand. So it looks like Horridge has found his radar. And he's now raced away to a 16-6 lead.
Oh, another error there.
Oh, make that 17-6. Martin surely thinking of a timeout here just to break this momentum. And Horridge taking a stranglehold now. 18-6. Nice slice return.
Oh. 2 points away now.
2 points away from the gold medal in the 19 plus advanced final. Oh, great drive, great pickup, great put away, great point.
He needed that.
He did, and both players really showing their skills there on that point.
Oh,
Oh, gets the roll. Oh. I think the tape just breaking the
concentration of.
of both players there. Another point, so 7-19.
Oh, another error on serve.
Just pushing it long. He's going to look back at this match and just think, oh no, what did I do? Oh, lovely backhand again by Horridge.
A little bit impatient there, I think, on that one.
He can smell the finish line. That's what
Yes.
it is. 7-19.
Sometimes you just want to
I
finish
know.
that game.
You just want to rush that line, but oh, that was a beautifully weighted forehand from Martin.
Let's see what he can do. He needs a couple points. Just
8-19. Oh,
good pressure out there by
it was
Andrew.
great pressure by Andrew.
Oh, does it again.
Wow, if we had a stat machine for those backhand cross-court winners, that beauty brings up match and gold medal point for Andrew Horridge here in the final of the 19 plus advanced final of the Pickleball Oceania Open.
And
there it is. What a way to bring it up. There's the gold medal. What a match and a convincing win. Wow, Andrew, how does that feel? That was pretty convincing.
Feels really good. Played him already through. This is my third time playing him today, and that was the other two were 11-10, 11-9. So feels good.
Wow. I think. Do you think he had a few nerves, or you just settle your nerves quicker?
I think it was a bit of a stalemate at the start of the game, and then once I got that momentum, I think I settled into the game a lot more. He was a bit probably pressured by the scoreboard a bit. And
just came to get him. But we were commenting on your backhand cross court. You must have hit, we counted at least 3 or 4. Tell us a bit about your shots.
Well, thanks for giving it away, Gordo. Cheers. Tennis background. That's where the space is, and I've got confidence in my ability. So, cross court passing shots where it needs to be, and pretty much tennis.
Because you get that beautiful dip right in the kitchen. And then tell us about how long you've been playing.
So I've come up on 6 months. Yeah, this is my 6th month playing. Started at the end of January, and then just did socials once a week, and then started trying a bit more.
Yeah. And you've already developed that beautiful soft game. So where do you hope to go from here?
Probably still working on my net play. Still don't think it's quite as good as the top blokes like Wes and Mitch and that. Yeah, but I think mentally I've got a long way to go. Yeah, just understand the games, the concepts, and consistency too.
Well, you're well on the way. A gold medalist. Congratulations, and we'll see you later in the tournament.
Thank you. Thanks, Gordo. Cheers.
set me free or give me death, yeah. Living good, I've been blessed, yeah. Shout out all my enemies, all the best. You can set me free or give me death, man, I'm on my way, yeah. Y'all can find out, you on time out. You been dealing with the devil, where you sign at? Yeah, oh Lord, you getting financed. Me, I'm talking ownership, baby, that's where my mind at. Try that, yeah, me, I threw my money down. And you know that it's good, we can skip the run around. And I don't need no yes, man, I'm all the way down. Yo, and I am not for sale, that's in case you couldn't tell, but y'all know better now. You can set me free or give me death, yeah. Living good, I've been blessed, yeah. Shout out all my enemies, all the best. You can set me free or give me death, man, I'm on my way, yeah.
Okay, welcome back to the Oceania Day 1. We have another final for you now. It's the men's singles 35 plus category. And we have Danny Yang from Taiwan taking on the local tall timber, Caden Hansel. So this match will be played in the format of one game to 21 points. They'll swap ends at 11. And each player are allowed 3 timeouts. We have the referee laying down the law, giving out last minute instructions, just making sure the players are aware of the different scoring, because earlier today they've been playing matches to 11 points in the round robin. The semi-finals were to 15, so this is the 21. Sometimes that change in scoring does throw out players, so they need to be correctly informed, and the referees are doing a great job, as they always do, being very clear and concise. We'll have a toss very soon, and we'll be away very shortly. My partner in crime has just returned to the box. He's putting on a jacket. He's Getting a bit cool there, are you, Gordo?
It's definitely cooling down. Yeah. So I wonder if that'll come into play, Tony.
Yes, all these matches earlier today were played in full sunlight, and players have had to wait to the evening session for these matches, so adjustments need to be made. Looks like Caden's either won the toss or and elected to serve.
It's hard to believe these young stallions are 35 plus, Tony.
Yes, Caden's been on the circuit for a number of years now, on the Australian scene, I should say.
And he's a former Australian ranked tennis player, I believe, Tony.
Yes, and he's got a frame that really suits the game of pickleball with that reach.
Looked like he was just putting his pickleball app on his watch. just making sure he turned it on. Oh, just pushing it wide there.
3 quick points. So Danny Yang, hailing from Taiwan, under a bit of early pressure.
And isn't Taiwan a hotbed of pickleball talent? Oh, what a beautiful forehand down the sideline there.
And I did catch one of Danny's games earlier today. He took on another great Australian player in David Richardson, and yeah, he put David under a lot of pressure.
Wow.
And David, that I know, is pretty cool and calm.
Oh,
But you'll see Danny fire up every now and then. He's a player that likes to back his own skill, and when he gets a point, he'll let you know.
oh, getting the net roll.
Picked up off the toes.
Oh, just so athletic.
How do you lob that guy?
I wouldn't even think about it. He's
It's not just the height; it's the footwork too that gets you into a great position for the overheads.
Absolutely, and he's got the wingspan, not of an albatross. It's like a, what are those big planes? It's, one of those big jumbo jets. It's
Boeing 747, maybe.
some crazy aeroplane.
Okay, so we've changed a ball, was it? I think we've just had a change of ball, maybe.
He probably broke it, Tony. He hit it that hard. So nice fresh ball. And I think that fresh ball just skipping through a bit faster on Danny there. It took him by surprise. Oh. And the surprising thing about Caden is he has this incredible touch as well to complement his power game as well. So he's really got the all-round skill set, and then he's just got that phenomenal reach to.
Yes, taking that ball really early and putting Danny under a lot of pressure. So he's up to a 6-0 lead. Oh no, sorry. Still 5.
Oh, nice pushback.
So let's see if Danny can get on the board. He's got another opportunity to settle the nerves. And there it is. He's on the board.
Oh. 2 quick points for Danny Yang there. Just easing himself back into the match here. And as you mentioned before, like these players have obviously, to get to this final, they've beat some pretty significant names along the way. Anyone who can get past David Richardson's obviously can play excellent singles pickleball.
Oh.
Getting the net roll.
Putting hang up to apologise, but all's fair in love and war.
5-2. We're on our way to 21 points. It's one game to 21. This is the final of the 35 plus men's open at the Oceania Pickleball Open here on the Gold Coast in Australia. It's the first time an international event of this standard, well, of any standard, to be played in Australia. And what an amazing event it's turned out to be, and it's only day one. Just pushing that long there, Caden. Just leaving the door open here for Danny to maybe get another point on the board, get a bit of scoreboard pressure. Not on this watch. That was a beautiful backhand cross court.
His reach is such an advantage.
Oh.
He just gets that ball
So
nice and early, taking time away from his opponent, and it's punched back with velocity and accuracy.
Oh, what? How did he do that? To adjust off the net and then to hit that shot for a winner brings up another point. So 6-2 lead here. Just serving into the net there. Wish you could have that one back. Chance for Danny.
Caden's presence on the net has just got Danny spooked.
Oh.
I don't think he's got the answers just yet. Does he lob him? Does he try to put it past him?
Well, I guess if spooked's the word, it's almost like Halloween.
Nice.
Oh, and that's just a beautiful forehand cross court. Caden just hitting all the shots right now. He's just on fire.
I'm seeing some amazing players with topspin just getting that ball to really rip and dip tonight.
Oh,
One thing that you have to master in this game of pickleball, or especially the singles.
in singles, definitely. And it's so great seeing Caden playing more pickleball. Just pushing that long.
Yeah, he seems to be in and out of the tournament scene, would you say?
Yeah, and
I know he's got a young family, so that might restrict him in his travelling, but
and work commitments too, I would imagine, as well. Oh, just so strong.
almost impossible to pass with that reach.
You've really got to think outside the box when you play someone like Caden. Danny's probably thinking, what do I have to do? Oh,
Nice rally. Caden remaining calm.
I know, even when he's put under a bit of pressure, he works himself back into the point so well. and then just manages to get those balls back. (10-2). Very handy lead here for Caden Hansel, and a
that
beautiful.
drops in.
And that they'll swap ends here, I believe. 11. Is it 11-2?
No, I think
Oh, 10-2.
it just hit the button twice. Now's the time for Danny. He needs to get a couple of points before the change of end, otherwise it will become too difficult.
And that was a nice little change up by Danny. You know, just pushing it long there. You know, I think just putting some slice on that previous return. You know, maybe that, and again there, maybe he's thinking if I mix it up a little, make Caden put some of his own pace on the ball, he might get an error, but not in that case. Just, you know, feeding the beast almost there. And we've got a swap of ends now with Caden Hansel in such a commanding position over Taiwan's Danny Yang here in the final of the 35 plus Oceania Pickleball Open event.
So don't go away. If you are at home, we have two very exciting finals to come. I can see the ladies warming up on the courts next to us. If you're a fan of Sarah Burr, she's made the final and she's taking on a young gun of Amelia.
Wow.
Has burst onto the scene.
She has absolutely burst onto the scene, and she had a great tournament on the weekend, and just produces shots that you just leave your eyes watering. It's just crazy.
And after that match, we'll have, of course, Mitch Hargraves and the Polish
Sensation.
But we have a good final still here, and Danny fighting back, getting some confidence from a long rally.
Yeah. And that will give him some confidence at the change of ends, you know.
Oh,
just wide. But he's playing. I think he's going for those. You know, like if he keeps going for those shots, they're the shots that'll turn into winners as this match goes on. If he can just hang in there.
Well, he called out and then he changed his call. So very honest assessment of that ball. Just when he thought it was going out, just dipping in. So we have a 12-2 scoreline in this final.
That looked like a shot where you change your mind, and you can't afford to change your mind against Caden Hansel, because it ends badly.
Timeout called.
Taking a timeout. Caden Hansel in full control here, Tony. 14-2.
Yes, at the moment, Danny doesn't have any answers for the pressure that Caden's has in that kitchen when he comes up to that kitchen line.
Yeah, and what do you do? I mean, Danny can try and mix it up, you know, and I think he tried in that previous half to try and take some pace off the ball so that Caden generates his own pace, but it didn't look like that tactic worked. So, you know, maybe some looping returns that bounce a little bit higher, just so they're not in that. Just try and take Caden out of his hitting zone, because at the moment he's He's just in full flight. And he's got the answers to everything at the moment. Yes. Just commanding. (15-2). And final of the 35 plus.
Down the line.
And that was just a beautiful down the line backhand. Caden has just got all the shots. And he's made very, very, very few unforced errors.
Oh, another one.
And another winner. So
Proving he can go cross court.
yep. It's really hard to keep in a match like this if you're Danny Yang. Caden Hansel just in one streak of hot form right now, and he's racing towards that finish line. 18-2 here, just 3 points away from the gold medal in the 35 plus open here. 2 points away. He's just in devastating form. Absolutely devastating form.
Oh, again.
Caden has got the answer to everything that Danny has thrown at him. And it brings up gold medal point in the 35 plus Oceania Pickleball Open men's final. And there it is. A very convincing win there for Caden Hansel over Danny Yang from Thailand.
Need to get it switched over. Let's keep talking.
So that's a great effort from Caden Hansel, and really adds to a fantastic weekend. He had a great tournament on the weekend with some great results.
Everyone good in here?
And we'll go courtside with Tony.
We good?
It's not a good look to say tennis on there when I can't pickleball, but I can't really share.
Okay, I'm with the 35 plus advanced winner of the Oceania Open, Caden Hansel. And firstly, do you enjoy playing new players? I'm imagining that's a player you never came across again?
No, it's always fun to play new players, just from different backgrounds, especially with singles, because it's so physical and there are so many different styles you can play to win. So yeah, it was really fun.
Now, the scoreboard looked pretty easy, like a comprehensive win, but I see you still got a fair sweat up there. Can you describe how you felt during the match?
Yeah, no, I executed really well today. For me, usually I throw in a few more errors than that, but today was one of those good days. And yeah, just unfortunately for him, it just happened to be a matchup that didn't suit him. Like if you look at both of our strengths and weaknesses, like he's able to make a lot of balls. He likes playing cat and mouse, whereas I like to try and hit through the court a little bit more, take it to him. And so if I do happen to have an on day, it works well for me. And I was just lucky that was one of those days today.
It certainly was an on day. You had all the answers. Your presence at the net was intimidating, and when he tried to lob you, you had that one covered as well. Can you tell us what's next for you? What's up for you in this tournament?
So yeah, I've got the open men's doubles with Taylor Smith on Thursday, trying trying to get through a pretty strong pool there. I mean, we've got Mitch Hargraves and Jay Gruel in our pool and a couple of other really good teams, so it's going to be an absolute struggle that day. But yeah, it's, you know, we've had a really big day of singles today, so it'll be nice to get out and play some doubles because they're totally different styles. Yeah.
And you will have a day in between. So also, you're liking the tournament scene now? You're back playing more regularly and excited about the calendar of events that we have at the moment in Australia?
Yeah, very much so. It's really exciting. The first half of the year with my work commitments and a newborn, so I've got a 12-week-old, I wasn't really able to get out there too much. But yeah, now that he's starting to sleep through the night a bit more and the wife's getting a bit happier, I'm allowed to play a few more of these events, and so I'm going down.
Happy wife, happy life, yeah?
That's it. But yeah, she's keen to get back into it too because she loves her pickleball. So yeah, as soon as we can find some time together, she can hopefully play some of these events as well. And yeah, really excited for what's happening with the sport of pickleball in Australia and the tournament calendar that's coming, all the new players. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And we love seeing you, buddy. So it's good to see you on the court more, and we wish you all the best for the rest of this tournament and the season ahead.
No, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. It was real fun. Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks for that.
Okay, so welcome back. Players are still warming up. We have Sarah Burr taking on Amelia Schmidt. They have got their 1 minute warning from the umpires, so we will be starting shortly. If you just tuned in, this is day one of the Oceania Open in Pimpama on the Gold Coast, part of the Pickleball Global series of fantastic events. This is the women's singles open category, 19 plus. And like I said, we have Sarah Burr, well known to the Australian pickleball community, taking on the young, new to the scene, Amelia. This should be a cracking final. It will be just one game to 21. Swapping ends at 11. And each player will be allowed 3 timeouts if they choose. We're about to get away. The referee's calling the players in for their final instructions. And we'll have play very shortly. It's been a great day's action. If you've tuned in, you've seen some great finals, semi-finals and finals, but now we just have 2 more matches. 2 very exciting matches, the money matches, a lot on the line, just not just the title of Oceanic champion, but some decent prize money offered in this tournament, and we are seeing some great play to match. So Amelia to serve. And my co-commentator Gordon Watson is also just joined us. Just long in that first exchange, so we'll have a change of serve with Sarah about to.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry Tony, I was trying to get some sideline insights into this final, but
and what do you got for us?
I've got bugger all because Shannon, Sarah's husband, was very tight-lipped. So, but yeah, some great matches during the day, and Sarah really steamed home in her semi-final. So, looking forward to a real clash of the titans here.
So second point for Amelia. Now to a 2-0 lead. Now where does Amelia hail from, Gordo?
She is definitely a Queenslander, southeast Queensland. So we have a Wednesday night training group at Runaway Bay, and Amelia and Andrew, who was previously on court, have joined that group recently, and wow, they've really made their presence felt at those training sessions.
Well, she's hit that one long, so Sarah will get a chance to get on the scoreboard.
And again, you know, like Amelia has a really strong tennis background, and just as I say that, she hits that backhand down the line. So she has definitely got weapons all over the court, and Sarah will be well aware of those weapons and will be coming up with a strategy to nullify those, hopefully take them out of play. But it's very hard when you've got great court coverage like that. So, and this is the exciting thing about women's pickleball in Australia at the moment. There's a burst of new talent that's coming onto the scene,
Smart play there by Amelia.
And that was such a great get by Sarah, just trying to make Amelia play that one extra shot.
And sometimes that, you know, that's what can keep you alive, is just making your opponent hit one more shot.
Exactly. Ooh.
Timeout called.
Timeout called by Sarah. It's a strong start by Amelia, a very commanding start, really showing her wares to start off this match. You know, the backhand down the line, the strong forehand, and her court coverage. It's just a phenomenal package.
She's not happy with herself, but she's getting some advice by Martin Clark, who was a training partner and mixed doubles partner and coach.
And it's not that Sarah's playing badly at all, it's just that Amelia's not letting Sarah play her game. And Sarah just needs to figure out how she can get back into this match and start playing her game.
And she will. We've known her to be at the pinnacle of the ladies' scene here in Australia, and she knows how to dig her way out. She'll be used to this pressure, so...
And you've got to hand it to Sarah. She's a big reason pickleball has become so popular in Australia. You know, her success both here and overseas in America has really put Australian pickleball on the map internationally, and almost made Australia like an Oceania hub for pickleball. So it's probably the main reason we're here today on the Gold Coast hosting this amazing event. The success of Sarah Burr and Martin Clark. Powerful shot.
Finding the corner nicely there.
Almost surgical precision there from Amelia.
We've lost the ball behind us.
Oh. The ball's gone to the back of the commentary box, and we're sort of, I don't know if you can see, but we've got headphones on, and we're sort of stuck. We can't help retrieve the balls. Feel a bit helpless.
Nice angle there. Took the pace off it a little bit, got the ball to dip. Otherwise, Sarah could have probably returned that one. So it was good thinking by Amelia. Just
racing out to a 9-love lead. This is the Women's Open Final.
There was an opportunity, but Sarah just couldn't.
And we're playing to 21. So this is a commanding start by Amelia. I think we're at 10-0. And
we'll see where they come back on court. But
this is the second timeout for Sarah, so she'll have no timeouts remaining.
Oh no!
Is there three?
Yeah, they're allowed three in the final.
Sorry, thank you, Tony.
That's okay, because
I was thinking, you know, yeah. So we've got another, you know, they'll swap ends at 11.
If you can just get 1 or 2 points at least going into the break, that's always what you advise as a coach. Or
Amelia's definitely got all the answers at the moment.
Yeah, it is 10. Just adjust that score for you at home. So 10-0. Let's see if it was a good timeout.
Getting a nice net roll there. Side out.
You're putting good pressure on. into the net, and
I liked how Sarah just mixing it up there with the
drop into the kitchen.
drop into the kitchen. It's good.
It's
Ooh,
long.
just long, because it will be hard to outmuscle Amelia.
We haven't seen an exchange at the net yet. Is that her first point?
Just long. Yep, so Sarah on the board. 110.
It's gone wide too.
That one quickly gets 210. So a little momentum shift here. Oh, and a beautiful forehand down the line there.
Waking up the crowd there. 3 points, so that timeout was well invested. Bit of a gamble to use your second timeout, but
Makes you
much needed.
Makes you wonder what Martin Clark said to Sarah. But whatever it was, seems to have worked. Oh, and that's 4 in a row. And all of a sudden, there's a momentum shift. And it doesn't take much.
Getting that
extra shot back, Tony. That's exactly what we talked about before.
And that's the fighting spirit of Sarah.
Absolutely. And then it draws the error from Amelia, and all of a sudden we've got a timeout at 5:10, and the shoe's on the other foot here all of a sudden. So Sarah Burr coming storming back into this match. Amelia starting with 10 straight points. Now Sarah reeling off 5 of her own here in the women's final of the Oceania Pickleball Open here on the Gold Coast at the Pimpama Sports Hub. And we're back on. Referee just signalling time back in. Amelia will have 2 timeouts left. Sarah's got 1 remaining.
So I think she was in 2 minds with that shot. I think she was expecting Amelia to come forward, and she just held back, and that changed Sarah's thinking, I think.
Oh, she's all of a sudden finding her range, Sarah. That's a couple of cross-court forehands she's hit now for winners. She'll be loving that.
The point.
I have a feeling that the ball previous to that just skipped up off the line and just threw out Amelia's rhythm. But all of a sudden, 7-10. So Amelia now, a little bit of pressure back on her shoulders.
Oh, nice put away. Or was it caught out in the previous shot? No? We're just getting some clarification. I think Amelia called that out.
Rightio, so we're at 10-7, side out.
Another deep return from Sarah, causing some problems and a timeout, is it? Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a timeout. Amelia using her second timeout. Sarah Burr pouring on the heat.
Or is it a timeout, or was that ball called long, Tony, and it's actually 11-7? I'm just wondering I have a feeling that might be the case because Amelia's now coming across to this side. So Amelia just not 100% clear on her calls, causing a little bit of confusion there. So
I think she just knew in her own mind, but just
yeah.
didn't-
So 11-7 here. And a powerful forehand there, giving Amelia no time to react. And we have a side out at 7-11. And we're not shopping. Although Sarah wouldn't mind shopping for a few extra points here. Oh,
Nice.
lovely forehand, cross court.
played a couple metres behind the baseline.
Just superb shot from Amelia Schmidt there.
She was pushed really deep behind the baseline with that one
And
and
just,
pulled it all out.
oh, to play that shot. (12-7) now. Just pushing that lead out to 5 points on our way to 21 here in the gold medal match, the Women's Open Final. It's the Oceania Pickleball Open. There's that cross court. Oh, that's the pattern that earned Amelia all those points at the start of the match and got her off to a rocketing start. And she'll be pretty happy to stay in that pattern for as long as she can, just to keep the pressure on Sarah Burr here. Beautiful forehand cross court from Sarah. And just pushing it down close to the line with the forehand. So just moving her opponent around nicely there, Sarah. She'll be very happy with that. Hanging in there at 7-13.
Missing that forehand. She'd like that again.
Just going for a bit too much there, and it comes. And you've got to give that credit to Amelia. It's really taking Sarah out of her comfort zone,
Well left.
making Sarah play shots that she's not used to normally playing. So you've got to give credit here to Amelia. She's really taking it up to Sarah Burr here in the final. This is for a gold medal.
And some handy cash too. We have some good prize money
Yep.
offered here in this Oceania
Sarah
Open.
just using her third and final timeout here. This could be the last roll of the dice for Sarah this timeout. Amelia edging closer to the finish line. We're on our way to 21 points. It's the Women's Open Final. And both players have really just brought the best out in each other so far.
I think we should try and interview both players. Gordo, what do you think after this one? It'd be nice to get each player's thoughts rather than just the winner. I think we should interview both players on an amazing tournament.
Oh, great rally. The crowd being treated courtside here. Nice deep shots from Sarah. Oof. You hear
The screen?
the scream of disapproval as Sarah pushed that one long. Side out for Amelia here. Can she edge closer to that gold medal? And that's 1 point closer. 16-7.
Push wide.
Yeah. Amelia coming to the net on that point and really forcing Sarah to make the passing shot, and just that added pressure, just making Sarah push it wide, and we're all of a sudden 17-7. Oh, and a lovely forehand drive down the line there from Amelia. Really making a statement with that forehand.
And she knew it was critical. She let out a
Well, she's really rising to the challenge here.
19.
Two points away, 1 point away from the gold medal point here on Amelia Schmidt's paddle. And there it is. Amelia Schmidt, a convincing win.
And Gorda, I'll leave it into your capable hands to grab the post-match interviews. With Amelia Schmidt taking out the title.
Wowee, Amelia, face the camera here. That was phenomenal. How did that feel?
Felt really good. Yeah, it's my 4th final in a row, and it's the first one that I've won, so I'm super happy.
Like, you were hitting winners from all over the court, and that 10-0 start, how did you feel at that point?
I felt really good at the start. I felt like everything was just flowing and all my shots were working and all my tactics were going into play. So, yeah, it felt really good to get a lead. I knew I had to, so, yeah.
And you obviously had a strategy going into the match. Was it to take away, what did you want to take away from Sarah's game?
I think that she's really good at the back, so I thought I should come in, and yeah, she's a lefty as well, so her forehand's super, super good, so I was trying to go to the backhand and just approach and come in and take time away from her because she's really quick, so yeah, just tried to come in.
Now tell us a little bit about your training regime, where you train and what you've been doing to prepare for the Oceania Pickleball Open.
So I'm from Brisbane, so I've been training a little bit in Brisbane, a couple of the socials every night. I also train with my coach Ben, so I also do some lessons with him, and then I also sometimes come to Gold Coast and there's some really high level players on a Wednesday night that come out there, so we all train over there. But yeah, pretty much every day I'm getting some sort of training in.
Awesome. And you're playing with the 6-0 paddle.
Yes.
So you're sponsored by 6-0?
Yes, I'm with 6-0. Yeah, I'm super happy. Yeah, I've only been playing for 2 months, and the first month or so I was just borrowing a racket, a paddle from, sorry, tennis background. I was borrowing a paddle from my friend Coco. Nice of her to give me that, but then, yeah, I needed my own paddle, and 6-0, lucky enough to be able to be, you know, with them, and yeah, I love their paddles so much, so super happy.
Well, they know they're on a winner, obviously. So tell us what's next. Where do you go from here?
Well, yeah, I've played high-level tennis pretty much my whole life, but yeah, I've been loving the pickleball recently, so I'm switching to that, and yeah, we've got heaps of events coming up, the PPL. I might head over to the US maybe to, you know, see what I can do over there, but yeah, just keep playing tournaments and yeah, see what I can do with this. Yeah, I'm only 18, so I think I'm going to try my best.
Well, congratulations. Gold medal at the Oceania Pickleball Open. It doesn't get any better, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
Welcome back. This is day one of the Oceania Open, part of the Pickleball Global Series. And this is our last match of the evening, and it's going to be a cracker. It is the men's 19 plus Open final with Australia's number one, Mitch Hargraves, taking on a Polish sensation, new to our pickleball eyes, in Simon. And I'm hopeless pronouncing surnames, but we'll just call him Simon for now, and I'll get clarification on that surname pronunciation. So being a final, we will have the same format as the ladies in one game to 21 points, swapping ends at 11, and 3 timeouts allowed per player. So Gordon's just joined me in the commentary box, and this is going to be a cracker of a match. I think the professionalism of Mitch in that interview that I had with him, saying that he's never played this guy and hardly seen him, but he's just going to focus on his own game. So that's the mindset of a top player.
And I guess that's the only thing you can really do when you play someone new for the, obviously for the very first time, and just sort of spend those first couple of points just feeling them out a little, maybe even this warm-up to see if you can spot a weakness, and just sort of take it from there.
So you interviewed Simon, and he looked pretty happy and calm as an individual.
Yeah, lovely guy. He's obviously young as well, and we learnt that he's got a twin brother. So could you imagine facing double trouble across the net in doubles?
I'm glad they're not here. If they're twins, it's always a commentator's nightmare.
And he's been training in Poland, former tennis player as well.
So he's come to Australia with nothing to lose.
Yeah, he's always wanted to come to Australia. So what better reason to come to Australia to not only visit the Gold Coast, but to play pickleball at the same time. In Australia's first international pickleball event, Tony, which is super exciting. So I'll have to get a number, but we would have at least 15 countries represented here this week, from Hong Kong to Taiwan, Thailand, Australia, Singapore, New Zealand.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Donald, who's just commented on the live stream. He's watching from Barcelona from the bus rooftop.
Awesome.
And thank you for tuning in, and we'd love to get some Spanish players here one day.
Well, that'd be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And it's just a matter of time before, like we were talking about before, it's just a matter of time before we have a world circuit where players are playing international events, similar to, I suppose, the tennis players do. So, and that's what really excites me about the Gold Coast. There's a huge opportunity here for not only the Gold Coast, but for any city that's smart to become the hub for Australian pickleball, because the sport is just taking off at just an incredible rate. You only have to look at what's happening in America to understand what is going to happen here in Australia, and the smart cities will get on board.
And a shout out to Ty, who's also watching and giving us his thumbs up on our commentaries, Gordo.
Thai,
Yes.
not Currumbin Thai.
Yes, Currumbin Ty. Slam Jam Ty.
Slam Jam Thai, or Whitecap Boy, as we know him from Thailand.
True. Very true. We need him here for a shoey or two.
Yes, he did the first international shoey for pickleball.
Yes, captured in Thailand with Vish. We
With
can't
Vish.
leave Vish out as
Yeah,
well.
Vicious.
Here we go. We're starting
About to
now.
get underway. Good eye from Mitch there. And he's pumped. Really getting into that first point. Oh,
He's finding the lines.
wow.
Finding the lines, just like he did a couple of days ago in the
Yeah.
final.
That was just exquisite. Right down the line. This Mitch has got all the shots.
We also have on the commentary feed of our live stream Ben, the coach of Emily. watching.
Right.
He'd be a proud coach.
Yeah, definitely. And Amelia did make special mention of Ben and the training sessions that they've been doing. And I can't believe Amelia's only been playing for a few months. It's just scary at the thought of how incredible she can be.
First point for Simon.
And Simon's got that the Simon skip before he serves.
He does really well to stay in outside the court of play when he strikes the
Oh,
ball.
and that's a beautiful cross-court forehand there.
So we're tied up, 2 points apiece.
Ooh. And just punching it back down the line there. So some quick points there for Simon. He'll be encouraged by that.
He likes to not take too much time between points. He likes to carry on with it.
Yeah. And he's really seems to be feeding off that pace that Mitch is firing back at him. So it'll be interesting to see how Mitch counters, and with a no-look push there, that was a really nice shot by Mitch.
So we'll just adjust the scores. It is 3-3. Our apologies there, but we've got a game on, three apiece.
3 apiece in the gold medal match here. It's the men's open final here at the Oceania Pickleball Open here on the Gold Coast. So we've got...
A great start to this match.
Oh, it's fantastic. Both players really showing their wares early.
Oh, it's scored
Just
long.
So Simon from Poland, representing Poland, and Mitch Hargraves, of course, representing Australia. Oh, and a lovely forehand cross-court again. In the semi-final, he seems to be hitting the ball a lot cleaner in the gold medal match than he was in the semi-final. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, he's certainly come out of the box
He's certainly
blazing.
certainly not daunted by the...
Like I said, he's got nothing to lose.
Absolutely.
He's just
Ooh.
backing his own strength.
Great exchange at the net there.
He's clearly wanting to speed the game up in between points as well.
Oh, lovely shot from Mitch Hargraves there. Beautifully weighted.
Mitch serving at 4-5.
Oh. It was a beautiful change of direction there from Mitch Hargraves. He was shaping to hit cross court down the line and then just pushing it to the forehand.
Oh, winner.
That is just sublime.
So we've got a question for the commentators from Grant. He actually lives in Thailand, but he's asking us if one of us are going, or either of us are going to Bali next month.
Well, personally, I can't make it, but I'm definitely going back to Thailand for the Asia Pickleball Open in February next year. Beautiful shot there from Mitch.
I'd also love to go to Bali, but there's just too many events to do, and I'm hoping to get to China later in the year for this version of the Pickleball Global Series of events. Oh, that one goes wide. So Mitch getting a few points here.
A few cheap points. Simon just might be a little bit disappointed just to give away those cheap points. And that's... Oh, great control by both players there. Simon really forcing Mitch out of his comfort zone. Oh, nice pickup. Oh, well read by Mitch, but just
well defended
by Simon. That was just a really fantastic point.
Mitch threw everything in those two, in the lead-up shot and the volley.
They're really pushing each other to the extreme, making each other hit the winner. Great pickleball. Good. Oh, well read there by Simon. Just cutting that off and then forcing it back down the line. Great touch by both players. They're really showing the power and grace of singles pickleball.
And Mitch on the return had to make a good adjustment. The ball really kicked up on that baseline.
And they're starting to read each other's play a little better. Really forcing the best out of each other here. It's tough. Oh.
Went wide.
Just went wide. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the call was there. So 6-8.
7. Sorry.
7-8.
Just had them adjust the score. Oh, Mitch just missing again. He will call a timeout, I think. No. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Or just reaching for the towel. No, it's timeout. So we're at 8-8. And we're all tied up.
Yes.
So this is, this is one of those matches like we were talking about before, when you played a player for the first time, you're not quite sure what to expect, and both players are just playing out of their skin, and they're forcing each other to play incredible shots.
In this format, you don't get the luxury of 2 or 3 sets to try and find those answers. You've really got to be on your toes, aware of anything that could give you the edge, because 1 game to 21 is all you've got.
Yeah, and you're right, Tony. You've really got to work it out on the fly, and both players are right in this. It's 8-8 in the gold medal match of the Men's Open Final singles. Balls come over to the commentary, but we couldn't see it. So I hope the players don't feel like we're being unhelpful.
They're probably liking the extra break.
Time out, yeah.
So the Polish player
has hit the front for the first time in the match.
Mitch.
I love that shot of Mitch's where he shapes to go cross court and then just flicks it down the line. It's just so it's just so graceful but so powerful at the same time. Oh. And the Polish player just showing great control at the net there.
Really hit the corners on that rally.
Because as we know, those shots that, like that one, they come back at speed, and to control them is...
So Mitch is really trying to keep up his energy here. In between points, he's bouncing up and down. He knows the importance of staying alert.
8-9. Little change up of serve there from Mitch, just flighting it in.
Oh, and again.
Sensational forehand right into the back corner.
His forehand's really
Just
giving us a show.
I know, and he just put some beautiful shape on that.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Polish player takes a timeout.
10-8 here. Sorry, 10-9.
Yes,
and that makes it 11-9. So they'll swap ends here in the final of the men's singles open here at the Oceania Pickleball Open. So Mitch just regaining control there, Tony.
Yes, I think he gave himself a bit of a pep talk, and he actually noticeably in between points just was on his toes, bouncing, keeping the energy up, knowing the importance of each and every point in this critical format of only 21 points.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you know, like if one player takes their foot off the accelerator, it could all be over because they're both playing at such a high level.
Forehand again.
And there's that forehand. And you can really, I guess, being on this side of the net now to Mitch Hargraves, you can really feel the power when that ball's coming
towards you.
Yeah.
Not away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a bit low to try and execute. See what Simon can do. He's got the serve back. 9-12. Oh. Nice rally.
Great rally. Great array of shots from both players.
Volley going long, and now we have a timeout.
Just taking a timeout. Wow. So Mitch just sneaking out here to a 13-9 lead. I think he'll be happy with that at this point in the match. After that little bit of a struggle to get on top early, he seems to have found a bit of a groove now. So he'll be, after this timeout, he'll be hoping that he can carry that momentum forward.
Getting some instructions from New Zealand Jay, who he defeated in the semi-final, but these guys are actually teaming up in the men's doubles tomorrow.
Oh, right. What a dynamic duo that'll be.
Nice little Anzac
alliance.
So
what does Simon do here, Tony? How does he claw his way back into this match?
Well, I think he's just got to try and keep that ball away from Mitch's forehand just for now, because Mitch is really ripping it and is playing the forehand in a number of ways. So maybe target Mitch's backhand just for a few rallies. Not that it's a weaker shot, but just that forehand's so hot.
Oh, ooh.
Unlucky not to get that ball dipping into the kitchen.
Mitch giving himself another little come on.
There's that forehand.
Oh,
And the overhead put away.
that was like watching a basketball slam dunk. Really putting on a beautiful display of shots there, Mitch Hargraves.
I'd definitely be keeping the ball away from his forehand at the moment.
Ooh.
He's got the serve. Okay, 9-14.
And like you say, I think the longer this match goes on, the more confidence Mitch is getting on that forehand. So
That was a nice little sneaky.
it's the first time they've both been at the net for a while. So maybe that's a way Simon can get some points here, Tony.
He has got a good touch around the net, Simon.
See if he can work himself into the net.
We've seen some good spin, slice, and top spin dinks by Simon. Maybe that's what he should be trying to execute a little bit more of.
Oh,
Backhand.
I know.
We talked about his forehand,
I
and now the
know.
backhand's coming into play.
Yeah, there's no weakness on either wing. That backhand is as strong as his forehand. It's ridiculous.
That's just gone long.
Ooh, just long. So it's almost do or die now here for Simon Swartko from Poland. Maybe he's just got to try and mix it up a little, maybe take a little bit of pace off, see if he can generate an unforced error or two from Mitch Hargraves. Oh!
He's picked up a point.
Get a few more points here and he could be work his way back into this match. He's not that far down. He can just
That's long. That's a couple in a row.
build. Yep. It's another point and all of a sudden
Mitch just called a timeout.
it's 12-15. So Mitch really trying to ice any sort of a comeback or
Yes.
break that momentum with a good timeout there. Good call for a timeout.
Yes, the strategy play of the timeouts are very important in a one-set match.
So Zyman there really started to mix it up a little bit there and just got some
You got a little bit of luck with the net, but that's all part of the game. And then built that with a second solid rally win.
so he'll be looking to build on that now after this timeout. A little rub down of the towel. Certainly hot work out there. Both boys working up a sweat.
12-15.
It's a
Simon
not-
to serve. Oh, he's got a forehand too.
Beautiful.
Nice dipping cross-court weapon.
Yeah, and Mitch there just returning to the mid-court there, or to the middle of the backcourt, and
Just
really, made himself a bit of a target. Oh, and an unforced error there. So all of a sudden,
we have a game.
it's 14-15.
We have a great final here if you're watching at home or around the world. Hope you're enjoying this battle.
Lovely dinking. Oh, and it's good, and we're all tied up. 15-15. That's 5 straight points for Simon. So some real momentum here.
Oh, that's gone wide. Mitch was hoping it went wide. He was beaten.
Seen some definite momentum shifts in this match so far. Both players have had real runs on their forehands and backhands. And they're forcing each other to the absolute max, and that's why I think we're getting a few unforced errors here, because they both know if they don't get a good return in, a good strong return, or a good strong drive, it's just going to come back with interest.
That's good pressure by Mitch there. A bit of a rushed shot from Simon, but
15-15, we're still locked up.
so we're going serve of serve.
Yeah, Hargrave's really going to the Simon backhand there, and then switching it up on the third to the down the line.
It's in. No?
I'm not sure what the call was there. It's good.
So we have a leader.
So 16-15. And I'm just wondering, Tony, I wonder if the referees are just watching Simon's feet, because when he's serving on that right side, he's so close to that line. Wow. And all of a sudden 16-15. I think Mitch spent that one before he had it.
That's what I mean. Simon's got some skills when he comes to the net. He's able to put a lot of different options on his spin.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And it's all of a sudden Simon's biggest lead, so a 2-point lead, 17-15. And Mitch just taking control. Mitch is really going to have to dig deep here.
Simon is bringing the best out of Mitch.
Definitely.
Great to see that Mitch being pushed. Not that hasn't been pushed. It was just that last time we saw Mitch in a final, he did cruise.
Oh wow! It was such a great read there from Simon, and then just powerful forehand cross court for a winner. We're back to 17-15. Beautiful sweeping slice, but Mitch has put it into the net, and it's all of a sudden 18-15.
Another timeout. I think this is Mitch's last timeout.
This is the final timeout for Mitch Hargraves. Just under the pump a little bit here now. That's 8 straight points for Simon Swatko from Poland, who's just come storming back into this gold medal match here in the Men's Open, here at the Oceania Pickleball Open.
So we have a little bit of scoreboard pressure now for Mitch. I can't remember when Mitch last lost a match in singles.
Oh, on the weekend he absolutely stormed home in the final in straight games.
Last year he went through winning the Nationals and Queensland titles and things, not even dropping a set.
And he's been in phenomenal form. So
obviously he went to America and lost a few matches and learnt. But in Australia, he's pretty much undefeated for a while.
Don't discount him though.
Oh, I'm not.
If anyone can come back, it's definitely Mitch Hargraves.
But if that seed's planted in your mind as a player, then I'm sure Mitch is skilled and seasoned enough to block everything out and just refocused. 18-15 in the final. Nice judge to leave that. So he has the serve.
15-18.
Oh, missed that.
Such beautiful, soft game from both players, really stretching each other to the max there.
Simon is getting a slight edge when he comes to the net, when they're both at the net.
Oh, Mitch just foot faulting there. So we're all of a sudden 2 points away from the gold medal match, from the gold medal for Simon. Oh, just long.
Good judge of pressure point to leave. And Mitch cool as a cucumber.
Oh, he's
Leaving that one.
He's Hollywood cool, there's no doubt about it. Oh. Simon really starting to find his range.
Just making Mitch play that one or two shots more than he's probably used to, I think.
Yep. And 2 points away from a gold medal here. Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh, that will
my
wake the crowd up.
God.
Yes, that's woken the crowd. That was a great rally.
an unbelievable point.
Great hustle from the Polish player, but Mitch, once again, cool under pressure.
Oh, super cool.
Let's see if that turns. Oh,
I have a feeling Mitch changed his mind on that shot.
he would have loved to have that again.
I think because he doesn't normally miss that forehand. Side out, 19-15. Nice slice. Oh, wow.
Sets up a match point.
Match point here. 10 straight points for Simon Swardko from Poland, who's just stormed back into this gold medal match here at the Oceania Pickleball Open. Gold medal point.
Oh, Mitch isn't finished yet.
He's not done with. And Mitch will make him work for every single point. Oh, you're kidding me. Wow. I think Simon hit the baseline twice in that rally and the ball skid on. And Mitch still managed to get it back. But gold medal point again.
Can't close it out on this occasion. Mitch with another opportunity to
That's
find something.
2 gold medal points gone for Simon.
Hope you're enjoying this at home because we are loving this live.
Oh! Sensational forehand cross court from Mitch Hargraves there.
That's his first point in a while. He should get some confidence from that. Let's see if he can close that gap even further.
16-20. Oh, incredible rally.
Nice play from Both players. Some good decision making from both players. Mitch just flipping the net.
Will it be third time lucky?
Oh, it's out.
Is it wide?
It's gone
It's wide, and that's the match. What an incredible match. What a stunning comeback from Simon Swartko.
You right?
Do you want to do it?
I don't care. Oh, I can do it.
What a phenomenal comeback there from Simon Swartko. Really finishing with a bang. And Tony now just grabbing the gold medalist for an interview. What an incredible match. Some incredible momentum swings. And we're just waiting for an interview with the gold medalists, or the gold medalist. He's having a chat to his Kiwi compadre.
Got some time?
So Mitch Hargraves there, just missing out on gold. We're going to have an interview with Mitch Hargraves, our silver medalist.
Come here, buddy. What? Mitch Hargraves. That was an awesome match to watch, and we had lots of international people commenting on an amazing match. I know you've just lost the match, but you must be so proud of your efforts, and please give us some thoughts on your opponent.
Thank you. Thanks, Tony. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of how I played. I think I was hitting my spots for a while. There's little lulls where I was maybe just hitting in the net a little too much, and that's when he stepped up, started hitting a bit more winners. Yeah. He's a great opponent. I was looking forward to playing him because he's from Poland, and don't know how many more chances I'll get to play him, but yeah, it was super fun. This time it just went to him, but yeah, it was a great match.
Yeah, there was a point in, and you mentioned the lull. You were up 15-11 or 15-10, and he did get 9 or 10 straight points. But there was a real battle there with timeouts, and you had your moments. But what can we say about the rest of the tournament? What do you got coming up?
Well, thankfully I don't have any more singles, so I can rest the legs a bit. I have a day off tomorrow, so it's just more recovery. Thursday I have men's doubles, open men's doubles, and then Friday open mixed doubles. So that should be pretty fun. Playing with Jay from New Zealand in the doubles,
yes,
and Katie Hart in the mixed. So hopefully they can carry me, and looking forward to it.
Just on that little Anzac connection you got going there, because you had your battle in the final the other day, but you've got a good friendship there, and you're pairing up, and that's going to be an awesome combination. How did that come about?
I don't know, just connections. Like I know so many pickleballers through Instagram. We message each other, congratulate each other on results and everything. And yeah, he was just coming over and asked to play doubles. And I just met him last week. Played him in the finals 2 days ago of the last tournament. Almost played him again this one. Yeah. But
and he was a coach. I could see in the timeouts he was giving you some advice as well.
Yeah, so we're hanging out on our off days, just getting some doubles practice in. Super nice guy. So really looking forward to doubles with him.
Well, thank you, Mitch. You're a star on the Australian scene, and you're doing well everywhere, and we look forward to seeing you more in the tournament.
Yeah, just want to say quickly, thanks to everyone watching at home. I know my parents, they're up here for the weekend, but they went back to Sydney because of work.
Yeah, they're probably right there, mate.
Yeah, and my girlfriend, Betty, my other friend from Hawaii, Lion. Thanks, everyone. And
your new sponsors, mate?
Especially to Engage Pickleball. Just got these paddles before the tournament, so super stoked. I love how I'm playing with them. And yeah,
All the best for this tournament and for the rest of the season, buddy.
thanks, Tony.
Okay, if you just hang with me, we'll have Simon. He's on the phone. He's probably just announcing his. He's ringing home, is he? Here he is. Let's bring him in. We've got Simon. Okay, congratulations, mate. That was an awesome match. So tense. How did you feel when you were behind like 15-11 and before that big run? What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I just wanted to, play like the best matches possible, just to stay relaxed. And yeah, it was a great comeback. So I'm very happy.
It was a great comeback. And do you know how much of a star Mitch is in Australia? He's the #1 singles player and he's had American experience. How does that make you feel knowing that you've defeated a champion player, and also what's your aspirations going forward?
Yeah, I heard about him that like before the final, someone told me that he's like superstar here. So yeah, I'm very happy that I could win this match. It was like for sure one of the best matches I ever played. So I'm super happy. And for the future, I want to, start playing more tournaments in the US because the level is, I think, the highest there. So yeah.
And we'd love to have you back. Have you got any more events in this tournament? In this tournament?
In this tournament, no. I only came for a singles 90+. So yeah, open. So
Okay.
I'm gonna come tomorrow.
You're going home tomorrow, and we saw you on the phone. Who were you on the phone to just then?
My parents. Yeah, I told them that I won, and they are super happy. So yeah.
And you picked up some prize money, and that's probably paid for your trip, yeah?
Yeah, that's great. But main thing is that I played really good pickleball.
Yeah, you should be proud of your effort, and also we'd love to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
Bring back your twin brother, bring back some other players, tell them about this experience, and hopefully we'll see you again in the future.
Yeah, thank you. It was like a really cool tournament, and yeah, I hope I can play here more in Australia. So thank you.
Well, thank you. Great effort, and we'll see you again.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, Tones, we're going to be back tomorrow, live streaming. Yeah, 5 o'clock. We've got doubles tomorrow here at the Oceania Pickleball Open, and we'll see you for some amazing more matches, some incredible matches.
This was just day one. We've got 5 days.
I know. It's mouth-watering stuff. So we'll see you tomorrow here at the Oceania Pickleball Open.
Good pleasure.
Awesome.